If you're selling a high ticket coaching program or a high ticket service through a landing page, then watch this video till the end because I'm going to be sharing with you the one thing on your landing page that is actually killing your sales. Okay, so make sure you watch till the end. Welcome to day 15 of the Office Turnover Challenge. If you have no idea what we are doing over here, we are converting negative ROAS offers to positive ROAS offers. You see, when I started this challenge for this particular project, what we had was we were running several different offers in several different niches on cold meta ads, and our positive ROAS offers was just 5%. But my goal will be to take this 5% number to 60% by the end of this 60 days. Okay, so it's going to be a pretty exciting journey, and today is day 15. So today is also a result day. Basically, at the end of each week, what we do is we simply go ahead and check all the stats of all the live offers, and we calculate what percentage of those offers is negative and what percentage is positive. So make sure you stick till the end. Okay, so without much ado, let's dive on day 15 now, where I have talked about the one thing on the sales page that actually kills your high ticket sales. It's where we are going to discuss the client HOB, but then we also have LC where we finalize the sales pages for her, and then for agency we had some numbers update. So we are going to dive inside of that as well. Okay, so I have already put in the timestamps below. If you straight away want to jump inside of that, then I'm going to talk about it first. So just stick around. And then for the other offers, if you want to check that out as well, I have that in the timestamp. And then finally, we are going to dive inside of the offer stats as well for the week. Okay, end of the week. Okay, so let's dive inside of the first one, HOB. Now HOB is in the skates business, right? So he helps people launch skates businesses, and then his offers are very different. So he has a $97 offer, he has a $997 offer, and he has a $4,997 offer as well. And then the funnel is pretty simple: sales page and confirmation page, right? So he's having a quiz, and based on that quiz, he takes people to different landing pages, and then people go ahead and purchase from there. Okay, so he had some clarifications that he wanted to have. So he was asking where we can actually put the trust badge, which is basically of all the different brands that he has worked with. This is a badge that goes on the website or the landing page, where people go ahead and schedule a call, or just go ahead and pay for your offer, right? So what we always suggest, what I also suggested, was have the trust badge in the hero section, which is the first section of the website, so that people can see it immediately, right? They do not have to scroll down to see your credibility. Okay, so that's what we suggested. The second thing was, for the three pricing models, he wanted to move this pricing model to the top of the funnel where people could see it right away. But then what I suggested was to remove the pricing section completely and shifting to booking a call rather than having a quiz. Okay, so we can get them high quality calls, and then they can directly pitch their $5,000 offer on the call. Not even pitch of like a $97 offer or $997, but only if people cannot afford 5K, they can start with $1,000, right? So this is something that he can do, and we can do for them as a strategy, like have him book calls and then sell on the call, right? The $5,000 offer directly. And then showing three pricing, I said this, that showing three prices confuses leads. Having a multi-step form just increases friction. Okay, so which will make the leads a lot more expensive, but having a calendar on the other hand will make it much more simpler. Okay, so what is that one thing that is sabotaging your high ticket sales? Mentioning prices on the sales page of the website. You see, if you have a high ticket offer and you're saying that it's going to be costing you $4,500 or $5,000 itself, then they're not going to book a call with you at all, right? Because I mean, your lead costs are going to just skyrocket. You see, rather than doing that, have a calendar instead. Add a question in the application that asks them for their budget. Budget is enough to qualify leads. I mean, if we simply have a question on the application, we can ask them what is their budget for them to start this particular business. You'll be surprised to see a lot of people, if you give them an option, they're always going to choose the highest budget option that is present over there inside the funnel. You see, when I'm going to share with you the agency stats, you're going to realize what I'm talking about. But then always show the value before we show the price, right? Always, this is the thumb rule. Like, make this the thumb rule. Never show them the price until you give them enough value. So if you say, like, if I walk away or walk to a person, I just directly tell them, hey, I'm going to help you launch your skates business. How much is going to be? Like, it's going to be $5,000. I mean, okay, I cannot afford it right now. But what if you showed them how easy it is? to launch a skates business, if it is a priority for them to launch a skates business in the first place on the call, when they are there, once they have had a conversation with you, they will be getting so much value from just that one conversation, and they're going to see your insights on why you think this is the best business to get into right now. Then it's going to make much more sense for them to sign up, right? So on the call, show them why this is worth $10,000 for them to solve that particular problem. I mean, don't even charge 5K, start charging 10K on the call itself, because I mean, skates business can make a lot of money, right? And I think this is the thumb rule that goes for any high ticket offer or premium value offers that you create in the future. Always understand that your pricing depends on the results that the audience get. So if your prospects can make $100,000, you have the moral obligation to charge $10,000 at least, right? We know people who help other people make like $10,000 per month. Like those are big coaches. They can guarantee helping somebody from scratch and take them to $10,000 per month, and they charge $10,000 for that. You see how, like, just because they are going to make the money back, just because they're going to get enough value in the back end. So all you have to figure out, once you had the conversation with the other person, you would know what is it worth to them personally. Okay, so based on that, we can definitely give them enough value on the call so that it makes sense for them to go ahead and buy from us, right? Always show the value before the price. Okay, so that's why having the price on the sales page itself is actually killing your business, right? Just don't have it right there. Have people book a call with you first, give them value, and then decide if they are a good fit. If they are not a good fit, then definitely go ahead and like direct them some other direction. But then if they are a good fit and they got enough value, they are going to sign up with you. Okay, so that was for HOB. And then let's come to LC. So for LC, it was on day 7. Let's get inside of day 7. What we did was we had finalized the options, like the sales pages. So they just shared the links with me, so I just reviewed them. The sales pages looked great, and I just gave them one correction to change $100 plus to hundreds of dollars, right? And then on the checkout, I just made a small change, like just type down this terminology on the two-step checkout, and then the product was different. On the sales page, it was a $297 offer, but on the front end, we are selling a $27 offer. Okay, so that's what I suggested for LC. What we are all set to launch the $27 kit, and then what we are going to do is we are going to sell the $297 as an upsell offer. Okay, so if you don't know the niche is muscle work or supplement substitute, and then we have a $297 offer, so it's not $299 anymore. I just suggested the change on the price because it's $27 offer, and then we're gonna sell them a $297 course. So yeah, I mean, this is what we suggested for LC. Let's come inside of the agency number right now. Okay, so now let's talk about the agency. You see, for this particular agency, he is selling a done for you service, which is a high ticket offer, and then the call funnel is the funnel for this particular offer, and we are sending people to a landing page where people can see all the results they have gotten for the agency, and then people can book a call, right? Once they book a call, we give them the value inside of the call, and then we pitch them the offer on the call, which is like $10,000, $25,000 services, right? So what was happening all of these weeks was that we had this option of getting people on the budget on the application, where we had multiple options, like $1,005 to $7,000, $7,000 to $10,000, and then $10,000 to $20,000 budget, $20,000 to $30,000 budget, and $30,000 to $50,000 budget. So all of these were the options. But then what we did was, like, I had been working on having the founder of this agency, to convince him to remove all of these options from the beginning, right? And then on the first week, if we see, then 38 calls were booked on the first week, and we had spent like a lot of money. And then the unqualified leads, the people who selected $1,000 as their budget, was 26, right? And we only got 12 qualified calls. But then on second week as well, we had booked 44 calls after spending $2,300. We booked 44 calls, out of which 28 calls were unqualified. So these were the ones who had selected $1,000, right? And then the qualified calls booked was 16, only 16 out of 44. So this wasn't enough, right? And then finally, a couple of days ago, I was able to have like convince the founder to remove all the options below $10,000. And in 2 days, what we saw was a really good change. I mean, the unqualified leads, this was before, so all of these started for the last 7 days, right? So these 7 days we booked like 31 calls, and then out of which only 18 were unqualified calls. And recently today we booked 4 calls, yesterday we booked 3 calls, all of them were qualified. And then before that it was really bad because we were only getting people who would select $1,000 as that budget, right? So you see, unqualified call was 18 and the qualified calls was only 13, and we had booked total of 31 calls this week, right? We had already reduced the budget, so we cut down the budget by $200 recently, and then we got 7 calls with $10,000 per budget by simply removing all the other options. So this is what I was talking about when I was talking about having like a call approach on in the HOB client. You see, when we give people an option to choose less, they are always going to choose less. Just think about it. If you had an opportunity to start a business at $5,000, why would you pay $25,000 to start a business? Doesn't that make sense? So when given an option, people will always choose to spend less. So don't even give them an option, right? Always just when you are having an application and you're setting a budget in there, have the budget that you want people on the call. So for example, if you want people to have a budget of $10,000, I mean, just have the $10,000 option and above, right? I mean, just set the minimum limitation of the budget to be the exact number that you want to charge your clients, and then anything above that is just, I mean, blessing, I would say, right? So do that. I mean, once you have that, you will stop getting people who are just dabblers, who are just looking for different options, but then at the same time you will start booking a lot more qualified leads. Okay, and then what we are going to do is we are going to ship new ads, because what we are seeing is the CTR is getting lower and lower every day, 1.11%. So in order to get faster, get better results, and our CPC being like $8, but the CPM is very low, is just $92. It shows like it's costing us less to be in front of the audience, but in order to have them click on the ad, it's costing us a lot more. So even if this is good, it's all right. However, we can still improve it. So we are gonna go all in on providing like adding more creatives every single week to start testing more and more ads on the front end to get more winning ads in the back end, and start scaling this particular agency to the next level as well. Okay, so that's what we did for day 5, day 15. Okay, so all of this, and then now drum rolls, we are gonna get inside of the offer start. So this week we had 13 active offers. So the recently launched offers were, again, this week 0, right? So the offers that we had spent less than $20, there was 0. And then the negative ROAS offers was 10 this week, because we added 4 new offers this week inside of our marketing. And then 2 of those offers are very less ad spend, so we are not going to calculate that as true ROAS. So true ROAS offers are like 8, right? And then the first one is NR. NR on week 1 was 0.95% from 0.95x ROAS, and then week 2 she was at 0.67. This week she's at 0.42. So this week has been a very tough week for all of the offers that we have run. And then like for PF we were at 0, SN was 0, JE got her first sale, so that's a good sign. TG got his first sale as well, so that's a good sign. We are gonna inshallah break them even or even profit next week. And then for DMC, we were at 0.5 first week, 1.17 and second week, but on the third week we got him at 0. So like this week has been very difficult for the positive ROAS offers. So you're gonna see on DMC we got 0. For KB we just launched, so she's also at 0. right now. I also did a deep dive on her very recently, so we are going to start. We have paused her ads, or I think we are going to do a deep dive on her on Monday. So that will be day 60. Okay, so we are gonna see all the stats coming in from that. But then for HD, we did not get any sales. So you see, week one she was at positive 1.27. Week two she was at 3, but then week three we did not get any sales. For JK was also we did not get any sales this week, which was really really bad, because I mean, I don't know, like this week was kind of tough on the marketing side, so we did not get any sales, right? So but overall the average ROAS is still positive, so we are gonna count that as positive, right? And then for ML, this was the first. This week he got added on our offers as well, and then he is positive as well at 3.4x ROAS. Okay, so that's all for the week, and I hope this entire video was helpful. Let me know if this challenge is actually helping you out in any way. What were your best takeaways over the few past 3 weeks? Let me know in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to see what is the value that you're getting out of it. If there's any other approach suggestion that you would like to make on how we are creating these kind of videos, then please do. If you have an offer of your own that you would like me to review, send me a DM at Ask Muzahid on Instagram, or even drop your link in the comment section, so I would know that hey, you want your funnel to be reviewed. So regardless, I really hope this was helpful for you, and thank you so much for sticking around till the end, and we are going to be seeing you on the next one. Till then, keep creating for a change, and I'll see you next week.